Okay, let's talk. What is a frazzled entrepreneur? Let's get into that. What in the world is a frazzled entrepreneur?
I think that's what I am and coming out of. Overworked, overwhelmed, and then you kind of lose the joy of what you've built. I think it's taken me a long time to build the day-to-day activities that I really enjoy. And I think that getting close to that zone of genius and then jumping into something like fixing the pool pump has taken me out of what I truly enjoy, which is working with my hands and doing something that not really I don't know much about. It's taking way too much time, energy, and effort to do, and I'm overwhelmed. I've gotten myself into a situation where I can't really get myself out. Now I'm hiring somebody to do that, and I think the control freak in me always wants to do everything, and I think maybe this is
Yes.
another piece that we can help people with. Is like I think the first time I hired a VA, the first time I hired work out and just doing things in the house differently than I first started up was scary because it feels like you're
Sure.
letting go control and you feel like this
Yep.
person can't do it as well as me. But I think after a little while you realize people that's their job, they're going to do it. Someone that's going to do that pool pump is going to do it way better than me because
Yes.
that's what they do day in and day out. The same thing with the graphic
Right.
work, the same things that I've done with funnels and emails and everything else. Is like there's a
Yes.
certain point where this is not my expertise. I'm really good at the strategy, the building,
Yeah.
the conceptual. I'm a really good entrepreneur. I love building the thing,
Yeah.
then moving on to the next. My fault looking back has been managers. I've had a
Yeah.
problem with managers. So a lot of the businesses that I build and move on have fallen apart. And that's why I'm excited for this new journey. Cause I'm like, okay, I'm old enough now to where I don't want such an extreme spiky business. I want to kind of level it out, building in
Yes.
some type of consistent monthly revenue. That's why I love real estate. And now just trying to do that with the business and realizing like it needs to be me not being a frazzled entrepreneur with all the stuff on my plate, but an
Hmm.
unfrazzled entrepreneur where it's a little bit more I'm in my zone of genius and I'm handing off the tasks and projects that are not my
Hmm.
strengths to accomplish what I've set out to accomplish.
Yes. The dictionary says frazzled, showing the effects of exhaustion or
Yes.
strain.
Agreed. Agreed.
One thing, as you were talking, it made me think of a lot of people think of hiring out, hiring a virtual assistant, hiring as somebody to do prep and ship for their e-commerce business is an expense. And kind of it is, but I look at it as an investment because
Yes.
there is no reason why, and I keep going back to e-commerce sellers because that's where I come from. But no matter what you are doing, figure out what your hourly rate is. And in e-commerce, there's no reason why you can't be an Amazon seller and making $50 to $100 an hour very easily. And so if you can pay somebody $10 an hour to do prep and ship, that buys you back. Let's say your hourly rate is $75 an hour. When you're paying that person $10 an hour to do prep and ship for you, you're getting back $75 of your time every hour. And so I'll spend $10 to get 75 all day long. So look at it as an investment. It frees you up to do those things that only you can do, and your business will grow. I've proven it out over and over and over again. And so you just got to get to that point where sometimes you just have to make that jump. You have to, like you said, it is scary, but, and if you're not borrow our confidence that that is the way to go. You may not want to hire 10 people all at once, hire one person and oh, wow, now I have freedom. And you'll see your business increase because at some point you're going to hit a cap that you only have so much time, and you're going to hit a cap if you're doing it all. So you got to get other people to help you. You got to build a team. The team doesn't mean 10 people that are making 50 grand a year. It could mean somebody in the Philippines that's working for $5 an hour.
I think there's a path to being an unfrazzled entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a constant adjusting path.
Oh, sure.
I felt like before this season that I was an unfrazzled entrepreneur. I had things kind of squared away. I was doing my daily, what I really enjoy on a day-to-day basis consistently. Then I took on too much work and then became a frazzled entrepreneur again, and then had to realize, oh, this is a new level for me. I need to hand some of this off. I think the very first time I did it was that limit of like, I'm doing everything. Now I'm running out of the hours in the day to actually accomplish all the things that I'm
Yeah.
trying to do. Now I need help. That's probably
Yes.
the scariest one to then like reach out and try to hire and not have great success with the first VA I hired, and then try to go back. And then, is this really worth it? And I hear other people talking about hiring. It seems like a nightmare situation. I'm going through these problems. I don't think this is going to work. It's causing me more stress and more pain. But I think once I dialed that in and learned what it took to actually hire somebody and have them work for me, and realizing that it's not a robot where it's like you give them this task and they do this task exactly. It's like they will also help you with your business. They have ideas. They made it so much easier. They took even more stuff off my plate. That first terrifying situation turned into where it's now when I hit that limit, I go, I have a solution for this. I understand where I'm at. I'm at that frazzled point. I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed. I'm overworked. Now I know that I need to hand some of this off because my time, energy, and effort is being taken up into things that are not my strength, not my zone of genius, not my joy. And I've been in that position. So I feel like it's quicker to get back to that. Whereas in the beginning, it's you start, you're so excited about this new business, you're making money, then you get overwhelmed and overworked and go, is this worth it? That first stepping off point to hiring a team or getting somebody to help you is terrifying, but it is very, very worth it. And like Ryan said, like take our confidence, because I would never go back now to trying to do everything. It seems like a nightmare situation, but I know that I've done it multiple times and so happy to be on the other side.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We're going to bring more of these to you. We love this topic. We want to help you get unfrazzled. So guys, we'll see you in the next episode.